All right, everyone. Give me 1 minute to go ahead and make some changes to our live stream so that it is available to everyone and that I post it for everyone. Hello, Keisha. Hello, my dear. How are you? Bear with me 1 moment while I get this all settled. All right, I think I've got it. Okay, get shareable link. Facebook. I'll be right with everyone. Live all signs tarot readings now. Okay, there we go. Oops, I'm not sure why I put 22, but that's okay. All right, we are all set. Let me pull the comments over here so I can see them. All right, there we go. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Keisha? Let me go ahead and let's mix up our zodiacs because they were currently in order and we don't want them in order. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do this like this. I'm gonna take one, two. I'm gonna take them from random places so that maybe they'll be in random order. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there we go. Got them. We're using our Wisdom of the Oracle and our Marchetti deck as usual. How is everyone? Hello, Fusion. Hello, Connie. Fusion and Connie, I just got your messages just a few minutes ago. I saw them. All right. So as you guys noticed, I was like off schedule this week as a result of, we're not going to talk about current events because that's not what our channel's up here for. But as a result of current events happening in multiple states across the country last week, the energy was very, very heightened and very non-conducive to reading tarot for about 2 days. So I had to kind of wait for the energy to settle in order to get to a point where reading tarot was conducive. So unfortunately, the weekend ones got behind as a result. Um, so after tonight's stream, I've already recorded them, but they need to be processed and uploaded. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio from the weekend, they'll go up afterwards. And for those of you that are VIP members, you'll also get Aries, Leo, Sag general readings as well tonight. And tomorrow, the collective will receive Aries, Leo, Sagittarius readings. And yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Oh my goodness, lots of comments. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let me move this to a point where I can read it more readily. There we go. Top chat. Let me switch to live chat. Live chat. All right, so we've got Jen and Connie and Fusion. Jen's been winning a ton of the one card tarot readings because some signs nobody wins because nobody comments other than Jen. Hey Dee, how are you? Dee, I need to send you email. Apparently I sent my email to the wrong Dee for your winning tarot reading. So I've got to send you a new email. All right, everyone. So how's everybody doing? Once again, rule tonight, we're not talking about current events. We're not here for that. I did. I did. Well, wait a minute. But you're the one who got it, actually. You're the one who's listed. You've got the VIP thingy beside your name. I'm pretty sure you got the right one. We'll double check. Okay. Okay, I will double check. I will double check. I will double check. I was pretty sure it was you, but you know, in light of the mix up, why don't you take one too, and then I'll send one to her also. So I already sent you one code. Why don't you go ahead and use it? Use it anyway. And whenever you want. I mean, it's good for whenever. It doesn't have a end time, so you can use it at any given point in time for your free reading. And then I'll also send one to her. Okay? Does that sound good? Hopefully that sounds good. Take it anyway. I'm giving you permission to use the code I gave you for free reading. All right? No worries. You both take it. You both take it. It's perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. I mean, it was a giveaway day anyway, so take it. And I'll send another one to her also. Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer, you also get a free reading. I haven't talked to you yet, though, I don't think. I don't know. Did I send you a message? You get a free 30-minute reading. I've been doing free readings for like m weeks, it seems. All right, so our first sign up is going to be Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius is going to be the first sign up. Let me move this over here. Let me just slightly move this. Da 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 da. All right. How is everybody today? I hope everybody's doing good. Our I've already pre-shuffled this. So let's go ahead and let's see what one we get for everybody. And then the following 12 cards are for the 12 zodiac signs. Tick tock. Tick tock. Time is running out. Tick tock. Time is running out for what? Tick tock can also indicate divine timing is at play. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. Also, here's a little tip. If you want a free one card reading, nobody's commenting on Sagittarius. So if you want a free one card reading, you might want to get in on the Sagittarius action. Nobody's commenting over there. It would be easy for you to win a one card tarot reading on a Sagittarius reading. Also on a Earth reading, because the only ones commenting on Earth are Fusion and Jen. So Fusion and Jen are going back and forth. So those are your tips. If you want a one card tarot reading, hop over to Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius. Truth be told. All right. Interesting timing on this. Okay, so TikTok, truth be told. So Sagittarius, if you have a strong Sagittarius placement, or if you're watching this video and this resonates, of course, feel free oh, cool. That's awesome. I'm glad she might join in today. Hello, Mumtaz. How are you? Um, so truth be told, and TikTok, somebody might be running out of time because they need to speak their truth. Somebody might be giving a warning that they need to be truthful and not tell lies. That particular card, we have an owl opening up a window. You know, when they close a door, a window opens. So there might be a window of opportunity to speak your truth, and it may be um, time sensitive. You missed nothing, Jennifer. We're just getting started. Just getting started. All right, Sagittarius. Saggy, we have strength. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Three of Cups. Overall energy. Oh, the moon in reverse. Okay. Wow. All right. So, I hesitate to. Hey, Zafra. Hello, darling. Hello, hello. Love it, love it, love it. You're right on time. We have Sagittarius. So when we have the moon in the reverse, the moon in the reverse, oftentimes when we see the moon in the reverse, that means some sort of truth is coming to light, and we have truth be told, right? So we have two cards indicating that some sort of truth is coming to light. Now, a truth coming to light doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's telling you lies. It can, and the truth comes out. Absolutely. But this also could indicate that in order for you to gain a sense of direction, in order for you to gain a sense of knowing what to do next in a particular situation, that all that you need to know will be enlightened and will come forward for you. So something that you may not have had the answer to, or you may not have been able to see your way forward, suddenly it becomes apparent, it becomes visible to you. And with this door opening and the owl kind of, being the master of or the window opening rather, the owl opening up the window, owls represent wisdom. So we do see that there's some sort of wisdom in whatever comes to light. So whatever this is that comes to light, and it seems to be with regards to some sort of action that is going to be taken, right? So whatever comes to light, it is to lead you forward on a new path. And when we see this like new path opening, it is an opportunity. But when they say that there's that window of opportunity, it means it's a small opportunity that you have to seize, right? So if the door opens wide, you're going to step through and you're going to charge forward, right? When a window opens, it's because you need to seize that opportunity right away. And that's where we get this time sensitive business, right? So we get this time sensitive business here because the window of opportunity is small that you're going to have to seize. Now, we don't get an indication of what area of life this window of opportunity is in because I don't have distinct coins or distinct cups or distinct wands, right? So there's no distinction between which element it is. However, we do see with the strength card here, when this opportunity presents itself, and because when we do, just to give you an idea of how timing works when I read. So if I'm doing a personal reading for you, the timing may play out over the course of 3 to 6 months, right? If we're doing a live all streams or all signs tarot reading, it's usually within a week or 2 weeks, right? So we usually see it play out over the course of a couple weeks where it starts to come to light. So this opportunity should come up over the next week to 2 weeks, right? So when the opportunity presents itself, and you're going to know it because it's a small window of opportunity, it could be that you see a job opportunity come up and you better seize it and you better send out your resume ASAP or else you could miss out on it, right? Like there's a small window of opportunity. You're going to have to be strong and confident. Mary Lou, my darling, right during a Sagittarius reading. Hello, hello. I have been thinking about you. How are you? I have missed you, my dear. I have missed you. Hello, hello. Um, I literally have been thinking about you, wondering how you're doing. So hi, hi. And on Sagittarius, you show up on your own reading. That's fantastic. So when that window of opportunity shows up, you're going to have to be strong and say, okay, I can do this and just charge forward because you have Sagittarian energy showing up right here. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy, Sagittarius first and second decan. So if your birthday falls in line with the end of November and the first 10 days of December, so November 21st through December 10th. This is a heightened reading for you, okay? So this is you having to charge forward and seize that opportunity. Go after that opportunity right when it presents itself. Because we see that up ahead, if you seize that opportunity, if you go after that opportunity right away, let me take this watch off because it's beeping at me and I don't want it to interrupt us anymore. If you seize that opportunity right away, we have celebration, 3 of Cups, a celebration. But this means that you can't delay. You've got to go after it. You've got to go for it. You can't delay. You're going to recognize it because there is not going to be any confusion here. It's going to be very obvious that this is the opportunity you need to go after. It's going to be very obvious that this is the truth that you needed so that you would know that this is the right direction. And it will be time sensitive, and you will know it's time sensitive. For some reason, I'm feeling like this is going to be either a personal endeavor or some sort of, work related thing or some sort of school related thing or some sort of opportunity. So it's going to be less romantic and more personal to you. Does that make sense? So that is what I'm seeing for Sagittarius, and it looks absolutely amazing. To have the 3 of Cups come up at the very tail end is absolutely stunning. It's absolutely amazing. And it does indicate success. But it's only success if you seize it and you go after it and you be strong and confident and you do it. All right. So that's what we have for Sagittarius. You like my nails? My new nails? My claws? Thank you so very much. All right. So that's what I have for Saggies. Saggies, truth be told. TikTok. All right, let me catch up on messages. Messages. Let's see. You guys, I love this. I love this. Okay, Zafra came in right at Sagittarius. Love it. She's a Saggy. Absolutely amazing. Mary Lou came in right at Sagittarius. Love that. She's a Saggy. Like this is just your energy, you guys. It's just fantastic. You're getting the night off started so beautifully. Love it. Love, 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 love. You're getting ready for work? Okay, okay, cool. So absolutely fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. So the colors that I chose, it's kind of funny. So I chose the pink is called Soulflower, right? So the pink is called Soulflower, and the light pink was called I can't remember what the light pink was called, but I remember the dark pink was called Soulflower, which I thought was cool for Miss Moonflower. So, the light pink was also something like, in line with me. So it seemed appropriate. They were well in need of it. They were like 3 weeks behind. So I had not had a chance to get to the nail salon. So, and this is really, really great. I wish I could show you this. So when I utilize this finger, there's power in this finger, my darlings. I've got to tell you how this works. So I'm not allowed to have business cards at work. I'm not allowed. However, nobody said I couldn't have an NFC chip in my nail. So oftentimes people at work will ask me, hey, do you have a business card for my tarot and astrology stuff, right? Well, the answer is I'm not allowed to have a business card at work. However, I can, I can tap your phone with my finger and bring up my link tree. So when I tap somebody's phone, um, when I tap the phone and I'm like so excited about this. So you tap the phone. Hold on. This is great. I love it. My nail chip, my nail tech was like, "What are we doing?" And I'm like, "You're gluing this onto my nail, this little tiny chip." So she glued it onto my nail. Now it's making a liar out of me. And then it opens up a web page, which you can't really see too well because of lighting, but the web page is my link tree. Look at this. Isn't that cool? So there's power in my finger. There is power in my finger. And all I have to do is tap your phone and boom, you have all my info. My website, my YouTube, my LinkedIn, my blog posts, my Legendary Mystic Tarot, my you can actually book a reading from my finger. Boom. It's awesome. So freaking awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And once my real estate license gets renewed, you'll be able to have my real estate info with my other finger because I'm going to put another NFC chip over there. So there is power in my finger. I have used it before when I had the press-on nails, but it was really hard to keep it there. But now that they're acrylics, it's there. It's there. It's not going anywhere. So, all right. So Aries is up next. Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. What did Fusion say? They'd be like, "Hey girl, come swipe right on my phone." It's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everybody asks me for a business card and I haven't had my nail chip on in a long time, so I was like, "Oh, I have got to put it back." So, people love it. They really do. They're like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." It also has a place where let's say I had a really good connection with a guest at the restaurant. There is also up on that LinkedIn or Linktree rather, which is connected to my the link tree goes directly to my is my link in bio on my uh Instagram, but it also has right here where they can write a review. So they can write a Kasakami review. So, and if you write a review and it's got my name in it, I get a $25 gift card. So love it, love it, love it. I'm such a techie geek D that I was like, I need an NFC chip because I'm not allowed to have business cards, but nobody said I couldn't have an NFC chip. They said no business cards, right? So business cards, NFC chip, maybe that's a gray area, but as far as I'm concerned, it's not a business card. All right, Aries. Let's see what we've got for you. Aries. Have you guys been liking the new heightened schedule? I hope so. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you. That would be awesome. All right, Aries. For you. Ooh, Aries, orphaned. Okay. TikTok, orphaned. All right. TikTok and orphaned. Those are two. That's an unusual pair, right? So TikTok and orphan could be you feeling this sense that you've spent too much time alone, perhaps. And maybe what we're going to see, and I don't know what we're going to see in the cards, but maybe what we're going to see in the cards is that you're ready to open up your heart to the potential of love. Um, maybe you feel like you've spent too much time being overlooked in the workplace and it's time for you to make some sort of change there. When we see this energy of orphaned, I hate to say it, but maybe somebody is considering adopting someone. It's very possible that maybe they're in this place where, if you've got a foster child in the home, maybe you want to make that foster child your, permanent child. So there could be an essence of that as well. Orphaned is this feeling of being separated from the world, feeling of being separated from others, feeling that, things just haven't been going your way. Maybe it's time for you to get out and about into society and go and meet new people. So there's also that possibility, Aries. All right. The Tower. Okay. Queen of Coins. The Fool. Six of Cups. Death card is right underneath that. Um, Now it's suddenly gotten somber because of the Tower. The Tower and Orphaned, things have gotten a little bit somber here. This is not good. All right, I'm not liking this. This is old energy though, so it is the energy that's leading into the reading, right? So this could be a past energy leading into the reading. Whoops, shaking the whole entire table, shaking the movie. um, Bye, Keisha. Thank you so very much for your presence here. See y'all next week, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. So, having the Tower and Orphaned, there's this essence here where, maybe this was an ending of a relationship. And, it could have been recent, could have been a long term ago, sort of thing where you feel like you've been going things alone, right? And whatever surprising turn of events that occurred that made you feel like you were going things alone, this could also be, becoming a widow or a widower, right? Like I know that I wasn't married to my ex at the time that he passed, but I still felt that feeling of all of a sudden I went from not having his emotional support, not having his well, not having alimony either, so like going through all of that to suddenly having to take care of everything on my own. So it could also be that kind of energy also. But the Tower could be, maybe you lost your job and you spent a lot of time at home while you had, severance package and you were trying to get yourself on your feet. Or this could be you having gone through, roommates moved out, or, you went out on your own to start your own business, or you left home and you suddenly became, Miss or Mr. Independent and had to figure things out by yourself. So, whatever this Tower was, it placed you in this position where you had to figure things out all for yourself, right? But it looks like the time has come for that to change. So, this energy of the past that has led into your current energy, Aries, is coming to an end, which we see with TikTok. Like the time is now. The time is now for you to stand up strong with the Queen of Coins, and start something brand new. So with the Queen of Coins, you could have gone through a very strong trial and it's taken you a while to get financially on your feet. The Queen of Coins from a singular, like let's say from a singles perspective, right? The Queen of Coins is somebody who builds their own little nest egg so that they have enough to care for themselves and others, right? The Queen of Coins is somebody super compassionate, very loyal, somebody who focuses on her business, focuses on her work, focuses on her career, but does so because she has a strong desire and love for herself and her family and her people. And so she's trying to place herself in a position where she can be there for everyone. And so with that Queen of Coins energy, there's that essence of finding and standing on your own 2 feet in order to start something new, in order to move in a new direction. So the Fool indicates there is something new on the horizon. There is a new direction that you need to stand strong in and you need to move in, but you've been having to place all of your energy into growth, into this place of stability. Once you feel this sense of stability, then you'll be able, Aries, to take this new beginning. Then you'll be able to jump into this new future, right? Jump into this new direction. Then the mask can come off and everybody can see you for the new, strong, independent person that you've become. But you had to go through a dark trial to get there first. You had to go through this dark trial that set you in this mode of, okay, now I've got to rethink my life, rebuild my life, and come into a new sense of purpose, a new sense of direction, a new sense of strength and inner stability. So we have you starting in a new direction. Now, this new direction can involve your children, with the Six of Cups being your overall energy. It could be if you are a mama with the Queen of Coins, or if you are a papa with the Queen of Coins, doesn't matter. And you are looking at building a nice, stable, secure future for yourself and your children, that your children are what has driven you forward to this sense of strength, to this sense of feeling the sense of stability. I mean, the Queen of Coins does do all of this for the people she loves. So the ones that may be inspiring and driving you forward could be your children, if you have children. If you do not have children and you are single, it could be your hopes and your dreams that have been driving you forward towards this new beginning, towards this new sense of stability. But TikTok is saying that the time is now for you to choose this new direction. The time is now for you to understand that you have been working very, very hard towards this new beginning, and the new beginning is here. The new beginning is up ahead, and it's time for you to make that leap. So now is for you to find that strength within you to say, okay, I'm ready for this new beginning because I no longer want to sit in this feeling of solitude. Oftentimes, we looked at the orphan card when we came up as being a card in which you were alone. There has been times in people's lives, and even in my own life, I know this for a fact, like many, many years ago, when I was married, I felt very much alone in my marriage. I felt this sense of solitude in that particular situation. Sometimes people can feel alone in a big room of 100 people and still feel this sense of being orphaned and feeling alone and feeling this sense of solitude. So it doesn't have to mean that you're going from single to suddenly, starting something new. You can be in any situation and feel that sense of loneliness, feel that sense where you need connection. You need something more. And that is what we see. The time is now, Aries. The time is now. So that's what we've got for Aries. Ooh, tough energy. Huh. Oof. Okay. Let's let's knock it out. Yikes. Orphaned is a rough card to get. It's a rough card to get. Oh my goodness. All right. Who's next? Scorpio. Ah, Fusion. Thumper helping Bambi stand on the ice. Isn't that true? Yeah. Ooh, that one was tough energy. Like literally, there's a wave of energy that came over me the moment I stopped that Aries. Whoa. Okay. Scorpio. We don't even know what card Scorpio has yet. Let's hope it's something beautiful. Ooh, Scorpio. 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 Three pile split. Hold on. All right. Scorpio. We get Treasure Island. Tick tock. Where does your treasure lie, Scorpio? Because it's getting away from you. Um, First of all, I always love this turtle. It reminds me of two things. One, the beach, because you see the turtle whether you're in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia, Jacksonville, Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, or, you know, California, Hawaii. You see the turtle at just about every beach, right? So I love to see the turtle because it kind of reminds me of that. Specifically though, when we see the turtle, turtle hype, yeah. When we see the turtle kind of like, swimming through the ocean with the treasure chest on its back, it's saying that um, be careful that you don't lose your treasure because it could easily swim away if you hold on too tightly or if you go swim in the wrong direction, right? And so this particular turtle, the treasure chest has hearts lying all around it. You've been getting turtles everywhere, Mary Lou. Ooh, this might be for you then. You've been seeing baby turtles all over your street. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. You have a lake in the next block over and they come all the way up your street. Oh, I love that. I love that. Two turtle keychains. Oh wow, that's wild. That's wild. Um, a guy I used to date named Brandon used to have a turtle necklace. Used to have a turtle necklace. It used to be like it used to have a meaning to him, but I can't remember what it was. Um, TikTok, Treasure Island. Okay, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Four of Cups. King of Coins. Knight of Wands. Knight of Coins. All right. Underneath the Knight of Coins is the Lovers. So this may involve a love situation, especially since they are showing the hearts around the treasure with the turtle. And with TikTok and Treasure Island, TikTok could be divine timing of where does your treasure lie, right? Divine timing of where does your heart, where is heart, where is your most precious gift, which could be your heart, right? Um, it's kind of like, uh, yeah, they're bringing up Gollum and the ring. Remember the ring, Gollum and the ring. My precious, remember? Um, what is most precious to you, Scorpio? And don't let it fly away with the turtle. Don't let it fly away. What is most precious to you? With the Knight of Coins, this is often that energy where he's our slowest moving knight. So, whether it takes you 4 years, 10 years, whatever, to get to the goal, he's our slow mover. There are situations in which slow moving is a very good thing because slow moving gives you time to evaluate things and time to see if something is, worth the time and energy and the effort. And time can be a very precious commodity. Um, with TikTok, TikTok is indicating no, TikTok is indicating you must move fast because time is running out. So, in this space where time has been moving slow, you're suddenly being faced with, I have to take effort now because time is running out. Now, you see that here because you're ending with the fastest moving knight in our deck. So we have our fastest moving knight in our deck as our ending energy. Your overall energy is your slow moving deck. So there is literally a focus on time for you, Scorpio. Time is of the essence here. Time is of the essence. So we have a shift and a transformation within you, Scorpio, from moving very slowly to having to move very quickly, perhaps having to move more quickly than you intended. And the Knight of Wands is our action-oriented knight. The Knight of Coins is our knight that says, okay, well, in order for there to be stability, I must move slow. I must take my time. I must, figure things out. I must have everything in order. Everything must be perfect before moving forward. The Knight of Coins, he often finds himself in gridlock because he doesn't take action. He kind of waffles until everything appears to be just right. And that is not the energy that you should be having in this particular reading. You have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups indicates that there's at least four potential pieces of communication, four potential offers of a job, four potential ways to resolve a situation, four potential people to communicate with, four potential ways to make your heart happy. But only one is truly where your treasure lies, right? Like only one. There can be only one. We're back to Highlander. We're back to Lord of the Rings, my precious, right? There is one gigantic cup. There's one place that makes your heart happy. One place that makes your heart happy. You cannot make four people happy at the same time. There's only one that makes your heart happy. There's only one that contains your treasure. There's only one where your treasure lies. There's only one where your heart lies. So it's important to note that that needs to be your focus because in that is where you see this sense of stability. The King of Coins is he's often the husband card. He's often the long-term commitment card. He's the CEO card. He's the one that, takes decisive action, perseveres, and gets to where he wishes to go. This is the stable connection. This is the stable boss. This is the stable man who gets his life in order, takes charge, and takes decisive action to make something happen. So you have a time sensitive situation in which you need to take action to make sure that you hold on to what it is that you love the most so that it doesn't fly away from you with the turtle. The turtle, this turtle can go under the sea and take that treasure with him. He can disappear in the ocean and take that treasure with him. So if you want to hold on to it, you have to seize it. You have to communicate with the Four of Cups. And if you want to make it a stable long-term connection or a stable long-term job, it's an opportunity that has to be seized before it's lost. TikTok. With the Knight of Wands, it means take decisive action now. With the Knight of Wands, you must take decisive action now in order to make it happen. You must take decisive action now to protect what it is that you truly love and desire. So that is what we see. We see the stable king taking decisive action, no longer waiting, because your treasure is about to fly away with this card. So that's what I have for Scorpio. Decisive action up ahead. Decisive action. All right. Scorpio. Let's see who's next. Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. These are weighty today. I love how y'all are talking. I'm gonna go back and kind of look at them after our fourth. Remember, we stop after every four for a brief break, so I can catch up on chat. All right, my darlings. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. There is somebody who is an Aquarius who needs to finish their CE, their continuing education. Get on it, get it done because you're running out of time. All right? You're running out of time. Something's going to come up that's going to interfere. You need to get on it. So for whomever that's for, there's an Aquarius in need of doing your CE. Get it done. Get it done. All right, peace. It is a time for peace. Time for peace. A time for peace. Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. All right. Hello, Liz. Aquarius. Let's see what we've got. The sun. Oh, my Hobbit card. We were just talking about Gollum. Gollum, 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 Gollum. 7 of Wands. 9 of Coins. 10 of Coins. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so Aquarius. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. First of all, you have a card of peace. You also have a card of peace and the 10 of Coins. So, peace and abundance. It is your time, Aquarius. Peace and abundance. So, Aquarius, you may have some money coming your way with the 10 of Coins. Absolutely. With the 10 of Coins, that entirely can be money coming your way. The 10 of Coins can also be feeling a sense of peace and contentment and happiness and knowing that things are starting to go your way, right? So we have that showing up here very, very strongly. I love it. But what message did I get right before we pulled your cards? CE, continuing education. That is career based. I feel we have some career based movement for Aquarius regardless of whether, if you work at Dunkin' Donuts or Chick-fil-A, that's fine too. If you work at, if you work in a corporate environment, that's fine. If you have some sort of license that needs to be renewed, that's fine too. But I'm seeing career movement for Aquarius. 10 of coins. So, why do I see career movement? Because you're ending with the 9 of coins, which is success on the career front, right? It's success. This could be the bonus coming in, right? This could be you getting the new job. This can be you getting the promotion. This could be you seeking some sort of financial abundance or freedom coming your way, right? Some sort of news with regards to finances and career is on its way. Yeah, exactly, right? Donuts. I have an utmost respect for people who work at Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme. Y'all have to get out of bed at the time that I'm going to sleep so that you can make donuts for us, so that we can have our sugar fix. I have the tremendous amount of respect for people who do that. I'm sorry, but there's no way in hell I could get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go make donuts. So I'm just saying, respect, mad respect. So with the 9 of coins here, this is some sort of news, some sort of movement on the financial front or on the career front. I love this. If you have a strong Aquarius placement, pay attention because we have not only the 9 of coins, but the 10 of coins. This does indicate some sort of money is coming your way. You could get a gift card. You could get a bonus. You could get a promotion. You could get a new job. You need to pay attention. There's some sort of movement here. Now, I feel, however, that you are being watched for a potential new opportunity, and that's where you need to pay attention, Aquarius. So that's where you need to pay attention. First of all, we have the sun. The sun is that's our yes card. If you had a yes no question, Aquarius, here's our yes card, right? Oh yeah, Waffle House. Man, they work their asses off, don't they? They work their butts off, and House is amazing. I love how every time you go into a Waffle House, you see somebody with a rock star shirt on. They have worked their arse off. They have to have X number of hours worked. They have to be evaluated. Like they are tough. You work third shift at Waffle House? Mad respect, Mary Lou. Mad respect. Work towards that rock star. That's amazing. I love it. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love Waffle House. Love it, love it, love it. That is fantastic. Love it. So what I'm getting from our 7 of Wands is far different than I usually get, right? I usually get stand your ground. You need to go back and acquire something of importance. In this particular case, I'm getting the eye, the watchful eye. The watchful eye of the dragon watching over the treasure, right? I feel like you're being evaluated for a potential career move. Evaluated for a potential career move. You may be being evaluated for a new position. You may be being evaluated for a new designated designation within your position. I think it's super important to note that there is a strong career focus here. I'm seeing strong career focus, strong money focus, new beginning, a new shift with regards to career. So ultimately, I feel like somebody in your workplace is evaluating you for a potential change within your workplace. And they are noticing your hard work and efforts. They are seeing that you are right for the job. If you are having to fight against other people for this job and you're unaware, you will be unaware of this because somebody's paying attention, right? You will be unaware that it's even available to you. You'll be unaware. You're being noticed, you're being recognized because of your hard work and efforts. I really feel you're being recognized. And with peace coming up, I feel there will be either an increase in your pay or some sort of bonus or something that brings about a sense of you feeling like, oh, I finally, the time is finally here for you to recognize that you are being seen in high regard. And I feel like it's going to bring a sense of feeling like, you've made it. I feel it's been a difficult trial though, because that 7 of Wands doesn't come along when things have been easy. That 7 of Wands could come along when you're having problems with coworkers and coworkers are giving you all kinds of shit, and you've stood your ground, you've done your work, you've stayed the course, you've shown your managers that you are the one that's right for the job, and whomever else has been giving you shit with that 7 of Wands is out. So it's like that's where the peace comes. They get rid of the riffraff and they open up the door for you to be able to do your job as you should and to be able to excel where you are. And so I'm seeing a strong energy of acceleration in the workplace and financial freedom and moving forward financially. So this looks good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it, Aquarius. Love it. Love it. Love it. Chop, smothered chop. In Georgia. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love that. So, Maverick and I used to go out to Waffle House all the time in the mornings. We have our favorite people at Waffle House. Virgo will be up after the break. So Virgo will be up after the break. Yeah, there was a lady named Michelle that we really, really loved at this one Waffle House several months ago. She moved on to a different Waffle House though. I was really sad to see her go. I loved her. Um, and she was fantastic. I loved her quite a bit. I haven't been back to a Waffle House in a little while, but I love Waffle House. I love Waffle House hash browns with jalapenos and onions. But the last time I was there, they had a newbie on the fryer and he messed up the waffle. He messed up the hash browns really bad. Like really, really, really bad. It was horrible. How you can mess up hash browns, I'm really not too sure, but this poor kid, he messed up hash browns bad. Badly. Mad respect, Mary Lou. I love it. I love it. I love it. And third shift, mad respect. Mad respect. You did not mean to do chop twice. You just got excited about Waffle House hash browns. Who can't get excited about Waffle House hash browns? I mean, come on. They are incredible. Like I said, I love mine with jalapenos, onions, and cheese. Those are the three things I love on my Waffle House hash browns. Mm, yummy, 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 yummy. I may have to hit Waffle House next weekend now. All right, let's see. Let me go back. I got to catch up on chat because y'all have been chatty tonight. I love it. Love, love, love it. All right, is there anybody I forgot to say hello to? Let's see. Okay, I'm back to Zafra. Zafra, if you're still here, heart, my dear. Mary Lou, your timing is amazing because I literally was thinking about you. I was wondering how you were doing. V Renian, hello, hello. You got another one card tarot reading, by the way, my dear. You got another one. So, I'm not sure which sign it was in, but you got another one. So check that out. Thanks for all the comments on my nails. Love it. Love it. I did that yesterday. In fact, I should probably put my little rings on. I always put my rings on. But I've lost so much weight that my rings kind of spin on my fingers, so it's a little bit hard. uh, I mentioned your birthday too. Oh my goodness, how crazy is that? How crazy is that, Mary Lou? Z had to get up way early for school. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad she was able to pop in. That's super cool. Super cool. Very glad she was able to pop in. That's cool. Please tell her I absolutely loved her popping in to the live. That was super cool. Very, very cool. Uh, let's see. Did I miss anything? Jennifer Roush is here. Jennifer, did you get my note? 30-minute reading. I need to email you if I didn't already. Um, those of you that won the oh, also Mumtaz, I need an email for you to send you info on all the stuff that you won in the 7th. So don't put your email up here. Text me your email, okay? So keep it private, keep it safe. Text me your email so I can email you how to schedule all your winning stuff. Those of you that won the meditation files, I was having some problems with my voice, so it got on delay. I'm very likely going to be uploading those Tuesday or Wednesday. So it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday when you get the link for your downloading your meditation, the past life meditation and twin flame meditation. There were like 6 of you that won those in the 7th anniversary live stream. So keep an eye out on Tuesday and Wednesday for those to be in your email. Let's see. Who had an exam? Somebody had an exam? Oh, Keisha. I hope Keisha does well in her exam tomorrow. She had to go. Let's see. Am I all caught up? I might be all caught up. I might be all caught up. Let me see. You completely pulled away from your TF, who's a Scorpio. You're just over all his shit. Gotcha. A lot of people are pulling away from their twins this year. A lot of people are doing that. I've been seeing a lot of that. Divine feminines have been standing strong on their own right. So, it's divine timing when that happens. So, a lot of times the twins end up with somebody else and they come back a long time in the future. So twin flames are standing up strong in their own right now. The divine feminines. I love that. Love to see it. You won't forget yours, but you put them on the shelf and won't be dusting them off anytime soon. It's kind of like Elf on a Shelf where he shows up suddenly. The elf on the shelf has been like up to mischief somewhere else. You might run across him. You never know. Let's see. You still have the flowers your twin gave you. Oh, but they've gone down lower on your TV stand behind a small speaker. That's a good thing. Thank you for saying I look amazing, Liz. I appreciate that. Oh, you got some anger to work through, Jen. Yep. Anger can be, if you channel the beauty of anger. Okay, so anger is a valid emotion, right? Right? It is definitely a valid emotion. You obviously don't want to sit in it forever because it can cause health issues. But um, if you channel that anger into action to move forward in your life, it can be a really strong um connective energy, right? So if you channel the anger in a positive light, that can be good. Let's see. We talked about donuts, Waffle House. I think I'm caught up. I am all caught up. Yay. All caught up. Anybody want to talk about anything before I get started on Virgo? Since I'm caught up. Anger can be a really beautiful catalyst towards change. I remember when I was severely angry at my twin flame. I channeled that anger into my workouts and oh my goodness, I had the best workouts ever. It was fantastic, actually. What energy we have for Virgo. Okay. Interesting. Um, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to get started on Virgo then. And we will start on our next grouping of 4. As a recap for anybody who comes in now, everybody has the energy of TikTok. TikTok can be divine timing is at play. Timing is running out, or the time is now, right? So TikTok can be that stopwatch of, okay, you got to get moving, you got to get moving, you got to get moving, lest you miss out on an opportunity. Or divine timing is at play, and a divine timing is showing that, it is time of the essence, or time is now. So Virgo, you have poised with divine timing, right? So you're exactly where you need to be to take some sort of action, take some sort of movement forward. Oh, okay, you didn't know about it. Well, it's there somewhere. I don't remember which sign it was, but I remember it came up. Unfortunately, there were some signs where nobody posted, so I had to go back to an old reading and do another random drawing. So some of them, I did that. And I did note that if anybody's in need of a one card tarot reading, Sagittarius is a good one to comment because they never comment, and earth signs are good to comment because they never comment. So just a note. Everybody comments on water signs, so that's great. And I want you to keep doing so. Please keep doing so that we can pick new winners. So Virgo, you're exactly where you need to be for something to be illuminated in divine timing. So let's see what that is. Let's see what that is. Let me do a quick shuffle and another split. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Virgo. All right, Virgo, High Priestess, Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups, 4 of Coins. So, Virgo, you are exactly what you need to be in order for you to experience true emotional fulfillment, true connection, true happiness, true love, some sort of happy new movement, something coming your way that is going to make you intensely, incredibly happy. So, in this particular case, you don't need to do a damn thing. You're exactly where you need to be, right? Exactly where you need to be for the 10 of Cups to come your way. That's amazing. So it's not telling you to take action. It's telling you to sit tight. It's on the way. But this also means when you're poised, when you're exactly where you need to be, that you need to pay attention to divine inspiration. Okay? So, first and foremost, Spirit is giving you one message and one message only as your overall message. Before we move on to everything, Virgo, the 4 of Coins. In this particular deck, the 4 of Coins is saying, watch your money and spending. Go over your finances with a fine-tooth comb. Virgo rules routines. They also rule budgets. So budgeting is a Virgo trait. Budgeting and making sure that your money is allocated in the right places is a Virgo trait. It is ruled over the 6th house, and the 6th house is ruled by Virgo. So Virgo, because we have this guy putting money into his coin box, right? It is important for you to this week, take a look at your finances. Are there any subscriptions you need to get rid of? Is there any spending that shouldn't be, allocated in a certain area, being placed in the wrong spot? So it's important for you to go over your finances with a fine-tooth comb right now, okay? And it's also important for you to note that it's okay that if you don't want to be vulnerable with people and you want to kind of hold back, it's okay for you to do that as well with the Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is indicating to protect and to guard your finances and protect and guard your heart. Okay. So, Four of Coins. Watch your bank. Watch your bank. All right. So, when you're poised and you're in a place for spirit to work for you, to do work for you, to guide you and direct you, the one thing you need to pay most attention to is the divine inspiration that you're being given. So, our high priestess here has all these candles being lit on the crown chakra, right? So, this is saying to me that spirit is going to guide you through signs, symbols, and synchronicities. You're going to see angel numbers. You're going to hear music that's going to inspire you. You're going to see, you may see an actual billboard that jumps out at you and says, oh, this is what I need to do, right? You are going to see signs, symbols, synchronicities that are going to say, now's the time for you to move forward. If you notice the light here and the light up here on her hands, right? It's like divine inspiration guides you towards this new opportunity to bring tremendous happiness into your life. Tremendous happiness. It all comes from a brand new start with the Ace of Wands. This could be a new romantic interest. This could be a new job. This could be a new creative endeavor. This could be a new personal endeavor. Because they were speaking of your routines, it may be you looking at your life and making a few changes and adjustments, and suddenly it opens up the door for something new to come in. Now, one thing to note is when we're wanting to bring something new into our life, whether that's new love or bring in a new job or bring in something new, it often involves us needing to declutter our environment or declutter our life. And they're kind of saying to, hey, declutter yourself money wise, right? And heart wise in order to make room for this new thing to come in. So when we have the Ace of Wands, it can be something that's going to be very, very exciting for you. Something that is super, super exciting, very passionate, something that drives you forward towards action. So whatever this is that comes your way, it comes your way because you're going to need to make room for it. So pay attention to the signs, synchronicities, and symbols that guide you on how to do that. So once you are able to make room for this new thing to come into your life, then we see the Ace of Wands. We see the creative epiphany. We see the person showing up. We see the job showing up. We see whatever it is you're trying to manifest coming your way in a way that just lights you on fire. And then we see true emotional contentment, true emotional happiness. We see your heart light up in a way that it hasn't lit up in quite some time. So, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be love. It can be in any area of your life. But what it is going to do is it's going to bring the sense of true happiness, true excitement, true delight. And so you are exactly where you need to be for that to happen. But you must pay attention to the signs, symbols, and synchronicities that your higher self, your higher power, your spirit guides, things of that nature are bringing into your awareness, because that's going to open up the door for this brand new thing. And it looks absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. It also, with this particular energy, it can be a love at first sight moment. So this could be falling in love with a little tiny puppy and bringing it home, and it gives you tremendous joy. This could be falling in love with a person, falling in love with a job. So this does have that element of kind of like love at first sight kind of vibe to it too. All right. That's what I have for Virgo. Virgo. Next up, Capricorn. 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 Dolphin medicine. Yeah, the dolphins, the dolphins. Could be going on a trip too with the Ace of Wands. That could be action oriented, taking a trip. Taking a trip that just like sets your soul on fire, or you feel this sense of true happiness and bliss, right? Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, 3 piles. And our wisdom of the Oracle for Capricorn is time to go. Oh my goodness. Now that is a message. TikTok, out the door you go, my dears. What is this for you, Capricorn? Is this time to leave a relationship, or is it time to leave a job, or is it time to leave a bad habit behind? Is it time to start a new venture? It's definitely leaving something behind. It's closing the door on something. Something needs to have the door closed on it, Capricorn. See what that is. 2 of Wands. You're taking action. Yeah, you're closing the door. Closing the door on something. Queen of Coins. Page of Cups. Page of Swords. All right. Some sort of communication is going to come in, which is going to tell you it is time to leave. It is time to go. I don't see it's going to be bad for you. We have no cards indicating anything negative. In fact, the news that's coming in is Page of Cups. It's positive, right? So it's fun. It's exciting. It's a good message. But it's acting on some piece of wisdom you receive from the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, when we think of the Page of Swords, we often think of just communication. He often is seeking that wisdom, seeking guidance, seeking some sort of wisdom on what to do. Right. In this particular case, you could be a twin flame trying to figure out what to do, because we have the yin and the yang showing up with the sun and the moon, right? So yin and yang, what do you do from here? What action do you take? So it could be trying to make a decision on a twin flame situation. We have a lot of twin flames here. It may be time for you to leave that behind and move off in a new direction. Or it may be time for you to leave something else behind and move off towards your twin flames. So there's also that possibility as well. In this particular case, though, we see this not knowing. So piece of wisdom comes in, right? Wisdom comes in and brings clarity. So you have 2 options you can take. You could take the path that you don't know what's going to happen, right? You have to trust your intuitive guidance. You have to move in your intuitive guidance and move in that direction. Or you take the path where everything is clear and laid out for you. So here's what they're saying. You're not taking the path of intuition this time. You're not taking the path that is not visible to you this time, Capricorn. Maybe you've always trusted your intuition and followed your intuition 100% completely, and that's the direction you've gone in, right? Not this time. This time, you're acting on wisdom. This time, when you're taking that action, when you're taking decisive action to walk away from something, it is because of true knowledge that you've received with the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is not sitting in intuitive knowledge whatsoever. It's sitting in actual knowledge. This could be, when we see the Page of Swords, it could be some sort of wisdom that you've received over the internet. So it can be an email you've received. It could be ChatGPT, right? You go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I've got this problem, blah, blah, blah. What do you think? And you gain some sort of wisdom from it. Like, it literally can be that, because the Page of Swords is, the energy of air, and air often speaks of internet related information as well. So Mercury energy, right? So you will not be acting upon intuitive wisdom. You're only going to be acting upon actual wisdom that you have received. that could be from multiple places because we have 2 birds here, 3 birds here, actually. So there could be multiple pieces of wisdom that you put together to formulate what action you need to take. But it's time to close the door on something. And that is become extremely apparent. There will be no second guessing whether or not you need to close the door on this. It will be absolutely certain you need to close the door and move forward. There will be no questioning it. So the action you will take will be the action of the sun, having the new beginning based upon viable information. This, Capricorn, is where you stand strong in your own energy. The Queen of Coins is literally Capricorn energy. Capricorn first and second decan. End is December, early January. So December 21st or 2nd through January 10th. So if your birthday falls in line there, you're standing strong in your own power. You're standing strong in your own energy. You're standing strong as a result of wisdom you receive. And you know it's time to choose you, Capricorn. That's what this is saying. It's time to choose you. Not choose someone else, but choose you. So in time to go, you're choosing Capricorn. You're choosing yourself. You're choosing what's going to make you most feel stable. And therein lies the Page of Cups. This is kind of an innocent new beginning, shall we say, right? The Page of Cups is sort of a happy, innocent new beginning. So you taking action on wisdom that you've received, closing the door on something that no longer serves you, choosing yourself, standing strong within your own energy, opens up the possibility for something new that's going to delight you and excite you. Now, it's going to be low-level delight and excitement, right? Maybe it's not something that you're just like so incredibly crazed about, but it does give you that sense that things are going to be okay. There's going to be new beginnings on the horizon. And in fact, this could be a flirtatious message from somebody that just sort of lights you up with this Page of Cups. Some sort of flirtatious message, maybe from somebody that has a crush on you or some sort of secret admirer that just says, okay, everything's going to be all right from here, right? But whatever the message is that comes in, it's going to be light. It's going to be exciting. It's going to give you that sense of hope that you're doing the right thing. So that's what I'm seeing for Capricorn, a really tough energy, but new beginnings on the horizon for you. Definitely the time is now to shut the door on something that no longer has place in your life. Only moving forward with certainty, Capricorn. That's what we got for you. All right, Pisces, you are up next. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces. Hello, Helena. Hello, Susan. Susan, you came in at just the right time because Pisces just came up. Just came up. Helena, if you're a Capricorn, be sure to comment on the next Capricorn video because there has not been that many people commenting on the Earth videos, and I'm doing drawings for 1 card tarot readings at the end of your next zodiac reading. So be sure to comment on the Capricorn reading, not this one, but on the Capricorn zodiac reading, okay? Because your chances of winning are pretty good. All right. Unless everybody runs over there and comments on Capricorn. All right. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces energy. Pisces. That's so funny, Fusion. Okay. First 4 reads. First, Sagittarius, the window of opportunity is open. Second, Aries, the time is now. Third, Scorpio, your treasure is about to visit Davy Jones' locker. Yep, yep, yep. Fourth, Aquarius, your donuts are getting noticed. Fusion, I just absolutely adore you. All right, what are you gonna say for Capricorn? I'm very curious now. What wittiness is Fusion gonna come up with for Capricorn? All right, Pisces and Virgo. What about Virgo? You gotta come up with something witty for Virgo and Capricorn now. Love it. All right, three pile split for Pisces. Let's see what we've got for Pisces. Pisces, ooh, higher power. TikTok, higher power. Okay. Um, divine timing is what this would express to me. Destiny, fate and destiny are at play for Pisces. That whatever's happening for you right now, TikTok, Pisces, it is fated, it is destined, it is meant to be right now. On the higher power card, it's hard to see, but there's a little tiny key right here. See the little tiny key? Little tiny key. So the key to everything, the key to all of this right now is if fate and destiny is at play. Pisces, whatever's going on in your life right now with TikTok. It's fated. It's meant to be. It's meant to be happening in the present moment. I always hate that shit. You know, it's sort of like, especially if you're going through shit, right? Pisces, if you're going through shit and it's fate and destiny, it's like, you know, you want to send a big F you up to up to your spirit guides and say, why? Why now? Why? But it always becomes apparent later, right? Okay, so you have the 8 of coins, 2 of coins, Page of Swords. Wow, you got a boring reading so far. 10 of Swords. Okay, there we go. Pisces is going through it. 4 of Wands could involve your home, a relationship, a marriage, a twin flame connection. Does not have to be. It's literally like so that's literally what I'm seeing. It's sort of like whatever shit, right? Whatever delightful bullshit you're going through right now, Pisces, is divine timing. 10 of Swords. This is like where there's so much going on in your head, you just can't release it, right? There's so much going on. There's all kinds of things happening all around you, all kinds of difficulties. The 10 of Swords, being beaten down, being weary, being tired of dealing with negativity, tired of dealing with problems, tired of dealing with chaos, tired of dealing with other people's moods, right? Tired of dealing with shit. Shiitake. 10 of Swords. Too much mind, too many minds. The Last Samurai, you know, where Tom what's his face? Tom Cruise. Last Samurai. He's training with the samurai, and the samurai's always beating him. It's not because he didn't have the skill, right? It's not because he didn't have the skill. He had the skill. It's not because he didn't know what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. It was because he didn't let his mind settle. He allowed everything to get in the way of him finding his zen, him allowing the motions to become one with him, right? So instead, he was allowing, he was thinking 10 steps ahead. So he was missing the step right there. He was constantly focused on, okay, I must do A, B, and C. It must be perfect. It must be done in this way. And so he was completely missing what was coming at him because of too many minds. And that's what we see, right? Where's the focus? Higher power. That's the crown chakra. That's the crown chakra. Too much mind. You either have an overactive or an underactive crown chakra. By overactive, you know, you're spending too much time in meditation, not enough time in the present. By underactive, you're spending too much mind in all the bullshit that's happening in your life and not enough time in settling the energy, connecting with your higher self to gain wisdom, connecting with your higher self to gain peace. The key to getting out of this difficult Pisces energy is in meditation. It's in spirituality. It's in connecting to your higher power. It's in the crown chakra. Right here at the center of everything, you have an imbalance of those energies. There could be a blockage of the third eye that's preventing connection to the higher, to the crown chakra. There could be a blockage in any chakra that is preventing you from truly connecting with your higher self. So I strongly recommend maybe doing one of the, you know, the all chakra healing, Reiki sessions or all chakra healings for binaural beats, something of that nature. Play it in the background as you go to sleep. Try to work on healing that energy naturally. If you have sound bowls like I have, start by playing your root chakra until that feels settled, then play the sacral chakra until that feels settled, then play the solar plexus chakra until that feels settled. You know, so when my energy gets really, really, really out of whack, I do the crystal bowls. So I start from the root and I work up to the crown. And my crown chakra bowl is actually this little one right there. And so, you know, I'll play the root chakra until that feels like the energy is settled, it's balanced, it's well. And then I move to the sacral chakra. I do that with the sacral chakra. And then I move on. And so if you have singing bowls, that's a perfect, perfect, perfect way to settle that energy. And so um there's some sort of blockage there that for a Pisces to be caught up in this negative energy, there's a blockage between your crown chakra and your higher self. You're not able to gain the wisdom you need. And so there's too much getting in the way. There's an imbalance here. It's showing the imbalance on this card. And it could involve your work because we do have the 8 of coins here. But if you notice, he's in a nightcap, right? He's wearing a nightcap. Those old-timey nightcaps you see like on Little House on the Prairie, right? You know, the little cap they wear when they go to bed, keep their head warm. You know, he's wearing this nightcap and he's burning the midnight oil. So you may be so burdened by work and trying to settle your finances with this particular card, or you could be too burdened by trying to be the perfect person and you know, moving things along to being perfect, that you're missing the bigger picture of finding your own inner peace, right? That you've created this sense of imbalance in your life because you've been focusing too much on the wrong things. And so there's a need here. The key to everything, the key is in the crown chakra, your connection to your higher self. And it's important for you not to listen to the voices of other people that are whispering in your ear that you must do A, B, and C, right? With the Page of Swords, you have to gain your own sense of wisdom, and you're only going to get that through settling the mind. And the only way to settle the mind is to settle your energy, because your mind is currently not settled. Anything anybody else tells you right now adds to the swords that are plaguing you, adds to all of this 10 of swords, this overthinking, this negativity. So you can't accept the voices, these little birdies. You cannot accept the voices of other people telling you what to do, because a Pisces is always told what to do by everybody else because they think we're pushovers, and they don't know your life the way you know your life. So you're going to have to be careful of the input of other people, Pisces, right now, because it's just going to add to these swords. It's going to add to this mental paralysis. Your only way forward is to seek your own wisdom through your higher self. Doesn't matter whether you have a higher power or not. It doesn't matter whether you believe in that or not. You have a higher self, your own individual higher self. And so if you have a higher power, turning to that. If you believe in your spirit, believe in spirit guides, turning to them. If you believe in your own higher wisdom, your own inner wisdom, turning to that. That's where the key lies, in that crown chakra. So Pisces, for you, your message for this week is focus on settling your energy, because only then will you find the wisdom you need to gain your own internal balance and to release this mental paralysis. Because it is mental paralysis. All right. That's what I have for you. Also, ignore the naysayers. Just ignore them. They don't know your life. Plain and simple. Ignore their wisdom. It's not your wisdom. All right, that's what we got for Pisces. Wow, these are really heavy. These are heavy readings today. Okay, Leo. Leo. Leo, are we going to get something heavy for Leo? Let's see. The energy is very heavy, especially with TikTok. How can it not be, right? How can it not be with TikTok? Wow. Oh, finally. Finally, Leo. It is time for new life. This is beautiful. We got a beauty. We got a beauty coming up. We got a beauty coming up. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Leo. The samurai master Katsumoto teaches Algren the concept of mushin. Is it mushin? A state of mental clarity where one's actions are divorced from conscious thought and calculation. Algren's physical training, particularly his sparring with wooden swords, is designed to force him out of his overthinking into a state of present moment awareness. That's correct. All right, Leo. Yes, TikTok new life. We've got a new one. We've got some new energy, some positive energy coming about for the sign of Leo. Leo, TikTok. It's time for you to wake up to a new beginning. Look at this. She's waking up to new life. The alarm clock is going to new life for Leo. A new beginning. Shedding of old skin. Starting something new. All right, Leo. Leo, look at that. We start out with something new. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. A new beginning for the Leos. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. New life. Out of balance. New life. 8 of coins. Those I put those back in different places. For them to come back out together is important because I did put those back in the deck in different places. So just so you note, those were placed in different places. For them to come out together again is important for Leo. Knight of Swords. Okay. All right. Entirely different message with those two coins for Leo because this looks really fantastic. I like it. There, I feel like this could be, this is very likely a job related reading for Leo. So we have a new job coming for Leo. Okay. Leo, I should have turned the AC up because it's a little bit warm in here. I may have to step aside in a second and turn the AC down because I need more AC. It's with all this lights, it's very, very, very warm. And I feel like I'm about to sweat buckets in a second. So Leo, TikTok, the time is now for you to have a brand new beginning. And I see that new beginning is going to be on the work front. And the reason I say that is because all three cards have coins. And since all three cards have coins, that would indicate career and finances, okay? So this is fantastic. If you have been looking for a new job, we hear word of either an interview or word of a job offer. So this is not you hear word about a potential opportunity. This is you obtaining a new job, a new career. There is a new job on the horizon. Okay. So this looks fantastic. This is the word of a new career, a new job, a new potential offer. New life, it's coming about. And it's huge. With the Ace of Coins coming, that's the job offer. It's the job offer or the interview. But I see you getting the job. So it looks fantastic. I feel like this is the job offer. The Ace of Coins indicates something brand new. It's exciting. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. There is a downside to it, though. It looks like once you start the job, you're going to hit the ground running. So when you hit the ground running, you're not going to have much time for anything else. And so the fact that they're showing you that you're not going to have much time for anything else is a big warning to get your life in order now before this job offer comes, because you're not going to have any time for anything else. The Ace of Coins is indicating that it's going to take a great deal amount of your time once you start this new job. You are going to be so focused, so tapped into this new job that that's going to be it for a long while at the very beginning. And with the Eight of Coins, you are going to be working your tushy off. So having these three cards come up together is really fantastic because number one, if you're popping into this new job and you're having to work so hard, the money's going to be good. The money is going to come through. You might be putting in overtime if you're hourly. If you're salaried, they're definitely going to be getting their money's worth out of you, okay? So you're going to have to guard your time very, very wisely. You're going to have to make sure to set some strong boundaries so that they don't take a lot of your free time, okay? But make sure you read all contracts going into the new job right away because it's going to be very important for you to know, are you allowed to continue to do the work that you are doing in another arena in case you have another job at the same time? Are you, signing over all of your intellectual rights when you're starting this new job, et cetera, et cetera. So make sure you read your contracts very strongly before you sign them. Also, because these cards are coming up, Leo, this is a little warning, but not a bad warning. It's a good warning. We have good energy. We have new life, which is showing that you're going to be excited about this. We're showing that it's very time sensitive. So you need to get started right now and put your house in order. So this means get your budgeting in order. Take care of the things that you need to take care of in your house that you've been meaning to do before you get a new job. Do you need to declutter? Do you need to move furniture around? Do you need to sell some stuff off? Do you need to get your house clean? Do you need to get your routines in order? What is it that you need to do before starting a new job? Do it now. Take care of it now because you're running out of time. That's what they're saying. You need to take care of things in your home now because the moment you start this job, it's going to be all hands on deck and all hands on deck right away. You're going to be really, really ingrained in it. So the beauty of the Eight of Coins is the Eight of Coins comes right before the Nine of Coins, which is, success, financial success and abundance. So you're moving towards financially where you want to be, and that's also a very good thing. But just know you are probably going to lose a lot of your free time in the very beginning. So it's important for you to be aware of that. And that's what I have for Leo. It looks fantastic. I like it. New job on the horizon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, you guys, I need to step away to turn down my AC. It's only going to take me just a moment. The sign of Libra is coming up after I catch up on all the chat, if there's anything to catch up on, and I will be right back. All right, I'll be right back. All right, my darlings. Let's see. Libra, did I catch up on anything? I don't think I missed anything. I think I've been catching up pretty quickly. Doesn't look like there's anything new coming in chat. So we're going to keep going with Libra. My back's hurting from sitting in this chair doing so many readings too. I've been doing so many readings this weekend in this chair. It's crazy. So I need to barrel through the next 4. All right. That's what she said. uh All right. Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Hello, Maximus. Perfect timing. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra. All right. 3 card split for Libra. 3 pile split. Oh, that was a good card. Before I turn over those cards, let me get your wisdom of the oracle. As a recap, everybody has TikTok. Everyone. Which is either divine timing, running out of time, time is of the essence, etc. So we'll see. For Libra, divine timing and unfinished symphony. Okay, so it could be somebody's running out of time to deal with some unfinished business. It could also be that somebody that you have unfinished business with is coming back around. A situation that needs to be resolved is coming back around, needs to be dealt with now. Something about the time is now to deal with some sort of unfinished business. Now, unfinished business doesn't necessarily have to always be unfinished business with a person. It could be that you need to finish things off at a workplace in order to move on. So, it could be any number of those things. So I really love the first card. I looked at it already, Libra, and it's looking pretty good. So you've got victory, the 6 of Wands. Victory is at hand. So if there's an unfinished situation that you need to resolve in your favor, the 6 of Wands could indicate it may be being resolved in your favor. Let's see what else we've got. The Moon. The King of Cups. Okay, yeah, it's going to be resolved in your favor for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Okay. And Temperance. Well, at least it's going to be an outcome you're content with. Let me put it that way. Grief is on the bottom underneath Temperance. So you may have been going through a really, really long, hard trial. with either a specific person or a specific situation. Just to let you know, when we see unfinished business, right? Like I said, we often see that from the standpoint of, maybe a relationship that came to an end that you guys just never had closure on, or, it is still a lingering relationship. Two people are still very much in love with each other, but not doing anything about it. So it can sometimes be that. Sometimes when we see unfinished business, this could be where there's a job situation in which, you've been overlooked, all your hard work and effort has been unnoticed, and there's, a need for you to kind of come to grips with that, comes to terms with that, and move on to a new job. So it can be in any number of things, and it will be different for each individual. It could be personal, it could be work related, it could be love related, it could be family related. Sometimes there's unfinished business with family members where, maybe you had a falling out and you need to go back and resolve that situation. So it can be in so many different ways. Now, this particular temperance card, when we have the temperance card come up, the temperance card often speaks of needing healing, needing patience, needing to be patient with an individual, perhaps, if it's unfinished symphony with a person, needing to be patient with an organization, if it's unfinished business with, workplace. But temperance also speaks very much of energy not being placed where it should. And as a result, things didn't quite go as they were intended to go. So we see this when chaos is lingering around us, and we need to place our energy into something to provide peace, or we need to place our energy in a way that helps to kind of slowly move things forward. Um, we see it when there's a need for healing. We see it when there's a need for emotional healing, physical healing as well. So you could be going through some sort of physical ailment that needs to be resolved. So that's also a possibility. But we often see the angel here kind of guiding and lighting your way forward and saying, okay, now is the time for you to make a shift, a focus change in order to resolve a situation. So we have a situation that needs to be resolved. Now, it's possible because we have the gladiator style victory. We have the Roman Colosseum victory in this particular deck. It is very possible that whatever situation this is in your life, Libra, it has been a fight and you have felt worn down by whatever this situation is that needs to be resolved. That you have felt like it has taken every ounce of energy out of you prior to now. That you have felt it has taken your mental peace, your emotional peace, that it has been a very trying time up until now. But here we are with the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands says that no matter what difficulty you've been through, no matter what struggle you've been through, no matter how much it has felt like you were failing or that you have been up against a brick wall or that you have been up against some sort of difficulty, because it's definitely been here for a while with Unfinished Symphony, right? Now is the time in which you, dear Libra, are going to gain a sense of victory over this particular thing. So if it's an emotional hurdle that you've been dealing with internally that maybe you've not told anybody about, you're going to gain victory over it now. Now's the time. Now's the time you're gonna gain victory over that struggle. If this is a work struggle or a personal problem that you've had with an individual, you are finally going to get to a point where you are able to stand strong against that and have victory over it to resolve it in a way that is good for all parties. And the reason I say that is because our King of Cups, where you're coming to, Our King of Cups has 2 cups on him. They normally don't. He normally has 1. One's normally turned over. This one, both of them are up tall. They're both standing tall. Oh, Jean, I think you won a 1-card tarot reading in one of my readings. It might have been a Libra reading. Do check and see. I'm pretty sure that you won a one card tarot reading in one of them. So be sure to check that because I'm pretty sure you did. Check for your comment. I'm pretty sure it came up. So Libra, this is going to be a win-win situation for you and for somebody else with this card, where there's emotional fulfillment. You are victorious. It is a happy outcome, and you feel emotionally strong and capable of moving forward after a difficult trial and time. After a very difficult trial and time. Things are going to be resolved in your favor, but they're also going to be a win-win for whomever else is involved. But you're going to get what you want. That's the beauty of the 6 of Wands. You get what you want. However, getting what you want is going to come with a little bit of a price because we see that it's going to be a very emotional time with the moon here. And you're not going to know what's going to happen next. So it could be that if you and your person come to a point of resolution, it may involve a lot of expressing your emotions, crying your heart out, pouring your heart out to each other, and it may feel really quite trying, but it will be a win-win for 2 people. It will provide you with victory here. So I do see that it comes with the price of deep emotions. It comes with a not knowing how the future is going to unfold. But you, dear Libra, won't be dealing with any more unfinished bullshit anymore with this particular card. Win-win. Time's now, divine timing. It's time for you to no longer deal with the chaos, the struggle, the turbulence, the difficulty. It's time for you not to have to deal with that anymore. Spirit is stepping in and saying, you've been patient long enough. Now is your time. Now is Libra's time to stand strong. Now is Libra's time to emotionally receive what it is that they want. Now is Libra's time for victory. Now is Libra's time. It's Libra's time. It's almost Libra season. So it's time for you to shine, right? I mean, Libra season is right around the corner. And when Libra season gets here, it is Libra's time to step into that the first house energy of shining and allowing yourself to be seen authentically and allowing yourself to be celebrated and allowing yourself to be heard. And so this is the energy leading into that. It's leading into Libra's shining moment. So whatever difficulty and struggle you've been through, Spirit's about ready to take care of it. All right. That's what I have for Libra. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Love it. Love it. Cancer is up next. Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Thank you, Maverick. I appreciate that. All right, Cancer. Cancer, we have 3 more signs. Cancer, Taurus, and Gemini are left. All right, Cancer, we have TikTok for Cancer. TikTok for all signs. Let's see what we've got. Maximus, thanks for joining us for Libra. I hope it resonated with you in some way. Cancer. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. These are really heavy. It's probably from the heavy energy that's going around right now. Okay. TikTok, chaos and conflict. Cancer, chaos and conflict. TikTok. Let's see what we got. It's a little bit concerning. Is the chaos and conflict leaving, or is the chaos and conflict coming? Let's see. All right. I'm pretty sure I already did 3 piles, but I feel compelled to do 3 piles again for Cancer. All right. The Chariot. Whoa! Yes! Cancer! Yes, 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 yes. Victory lap, victory achieved. Darn straight, Cancer. Darn straight. You're getting rid of the chaos and conflict. Heck yeah, baby. Heck yeah. 8 of coins. Page of swords. Shit yeah, baby. Chaos and conflict is going away. Just rinse your hands with it, Cancer. Rinse your hands with it. Tick tock. The time is now for chaos and conflict to get the fuck out. Excuse my language. Fuck yeah. All right. Love this. I was nervous when chaos and conflict came up, Cancer. I really was nervous. I was. Cancer, when chaos and conflict came up for you, I was nervous. We were about to have another doozy, but we don't. Cancer is victorious. All right. Chaos and conflict. Yes. You've been dealing with it. You've been dealing with struggle. You've been dealing with feeling like it was never going to end, almost like the never ending story, right? I hope never ending story is not coming up for either of the next two. Like the never ending story of chaos and conflict was here, right? But we have news coming in. We have news that it's almost over. So it's possible, Cancer, you have felt so beaten down that you have felt like you weren't yourself anymore. These 2 cards coming out together. Number 1, this is a Cancer card. It is literally the card of Cancer, the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer on the victory march. This is kind of like the boys are back in town of A Knight's Tale, right? The boys are back in town. They're wandering. They're waltzing in on their horses. They're about to step into the arena, and whoever wins, wins, right? It's like they're on their victory march. The victory march. Victory over conflict. Victory over internal struggles, victory over work struggles, victory over relationship struggles, victory over financial struggles. Victory is here. You're on the victory lap right now. You're not yet there. You're about to be there. You're about to be there. And what brings you the victory? News. News on the horizon that tells you it's over. The struggle is over. The trial is over. The difficulty is over. It's over. It's done with. No more. chaos and conflict. Done. Done. Done, done, done. Stick a fork in it. Done. When you get these two cards together, its victory is assured. Victory is assured. It's up ahead. It's absolutely 100% up ahead. Because it's going to victory, getting victory. On the way to victory, getting victory. And the victory is very likely over finances and work because it's victory over the Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins tells me that you have been spending a great deal of time with regards to work. You may have spent a whole lot of time looking for a new job. You could have been out of work and you've been searching for new work. This could be where you have been working way too many hours and you just can't do it anymore, right? This is putting so many hours in, working multiple jobs in order to bring in the income that you need. It is searching for the new position. It is so many possibilities with regards to work and finances. And you're gaining victory over the chaos in the workplace, gaining victory over the chaos of not having a job, gaining victory over the chaos of taking on multiple jobs at once. I mean, you could be working 3 jobs for all I know. I was working 4 at one point in time. It fucking sucked. It sucked. There was no way around it. Like, I was working every single stinking day. I couldn't even see the most important people in my life. It was horrible. And some of those days I was working doubles. So I was working, 2 shifts each day. So, it was horrible. So it could be that Cancer where you're working multiple jobs. The Eight of Coins is you putting all your energy and efforts into perfecting something. It could have been you just building a business and you just spending all your time and efforts and waiting for it to finally take off, and boom, it finally takes off. Right? So it could be that also. Or if this is on the romance front, maybe you're married, maybe you've been dealing with, really intense struggles with your spouse. And it feels like it's been nothing but a fight after a fight after a fight. And you feel like you're constantly putting effort into it, but you haven't been seeing your spouse put any effort into it. And finally, they break and say, okay, what can I do to fix this? What can I do to work on this? And the two of you finally come to a point of agreement. Victory is up ahead for you, dear Cancer. And it's beautiful. Love it. Victory for Cancer. Next up, Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Taurus, not for you, but we've got the fortune cookie. So, and a closed window. A window, what happens when a window closes? A door opens. You say when a door opens, a window closes. So why can't a door open when a window closes, right? So something that was not for you opens up an opportunity. So let's see what that is. Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Looks like Gemini gets the 5 cards. Gemini's up last. Gemini, last but not least, you always get extra cards at when you're the last sign. So we'll be taking 5 cards for Gemini. The reward for being the last one. The reward for waiting so long is 5 cards. All right, Taurus, Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. All right. Taurus, King of Coins, Three of Coins, a lot of earth energy. Ooh, Five of Swords. All right. King of Wands, Five of Swords, Five of Swords, Nine of Swords, Two of Coins. All right. I don't like this one, Taurus. You got a warning, Taurus. We're going to deal with it. All right. See, I'm not for you. I definitely see something is definitely not for you, right? Something is ending or has ended as a result of, well, it's victory at a price. Victory at a price is coming up for you, Taurus. All right. So, Taurus, this could be your decision to end something that is not right for you. Hey, Suzanne. Hello. Hello, my dear. Hello, hello. So Taurus, this could be your decision to end something that didn't seem right for you, right? Because we do have the chessboard here. And the chessboard showing up is often about you choosing your next steps, right? You choosing your next actions, your next steps, right? Oftentimes they say, don't when you're playing chess, right? They're not saying to look one step ahead. They're often saying look 5 steps ahead, right? You have to be prepared for 5 steps ahead. So with the chessboard being here, it could be saying the time is now for you to consider 5 steps ahead because something you've decided is not right for you. You need to take decisive action to move forward. Because we have you sitting in this energy of the King of Coins, which is earth energy, right? It's earth king energy. It's masculine energy, which is decisive. It's perseverant. It's not giving up on what it is that's right for you, right? But the energy that's leading into that is the King of Wands energy. So it's you taking decisive action on something of importance for you. So I don't necessarily feel like this is not in your control because you're showing up in control at the very beginning of the reading. I feel like this is entirely in your control. It's like you deciding something is not right for you anymore because you've seen the signs with the fortune cookie. You've seen the signs. You're closing the window and choosing decisive steps on how to move forward from here. So I feel something is not for you because of your own choice, right? It's the time is now for you to make the choice that something is not for you because we have you taking action with the King of Wands. We have you taking inspired, decisive action. Our King of Wands is strong, confident, regardless of whether you're man, woman, they, them, you're seizing this energy as your own, being strong, being confident, and doing what's right for you, and knowing what's not right for you with the not for you. So the beauty of our King of Wands, he often is associated with Mars energy. And Mars energy is often associated with the Emperor, right? And so we see our King of Wands saying, that's not for me. I'm not allowing it in my life. It's time to take action. It's time to have my own sense of stability. It's time to be perseverant. It's time to move forward. It's time to take action. Unfortunately for someone else, your action is coming with a sacrifice. So we see you focused on building a stable foundation for yourself, and this may require you to involve others to create this stable foundation, this collaborative energy, working together to build a nice stable foundation for yourself, because the Three of Coins does that. The Three of Coins often sets the cornerstone, shall we say, of the foundation that we move towards with the Ten of Coins. So you're setting the cornerstone of the foundation to begin something new. Step one, or move one, shall we say, on the chessboard, right? Involving other people, move two on the chessboard. Collaborating to create something and start something and get things into motion. Step three on the chessboard. Step four on the chessboard, the elimination of someone else from your life. Five of Swords, cutting someone out. Five of Swords is always victory at a price. It's a conversation that ends things. It's a conversation that causes two people to go their separate ways. On the chessboard, it's capturing the king, or capturing a pawn, or capturing a knight, or capturing, the queen, whatever the case may be, right? It's checkmate. Five of Swords is always victory at a price. You always speak your mind, speak your piece, but it comes at a price of two people walking away. And so I see you making that choice. You're making a choice to cut somebody out of your life. Somebody toxic, perhaps. Somebody that's no longer meant for you. Because divine timing is at play, and the time's now for you to take decisive action. So I see you being fine, Taurus. I see you being okay. But whomever you're going to be talking to is going to be blown away, because they're not expecting us. They're not expecting it to end. But you have your ducks in a row and have set the cornerstone for a brand new foundation for yourself. And that is the important message here. You're taking decisive action for yourself to build a nice, stable foundation and removing what is not for you. So that's what I have for Taurus. That is strong. That is confident. Gemini. Gemini, last but not least, do we have any Geminis in the house? Geminis in the house. I know we have Jennifer. Do we have any other Geminis in the house? Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. And then I'm not going to be able to stick around after Gemini. I'm going to have to get going. I have to work a double tomorrow, and I have 6 videos that must be released to the channel. 3 to the members, 3 to the collective, and 3 to be released to the collective tomorrow. So, I've got a lot of work to do before I go to bed. And I need sleep. All right. Gemini. You're very welcome, my dear. You're very welcome. All right, Gemini. So please forgive me if I slip out of here right after Gemini. I have no choice in the matter. All right. Breathe. You have breathe. Okay. Time for you to take a pause. Time for you to take a little pause, Gemini. Time for you to take some time for you, Gemini. Let's see what we've got. The World, Queen of Coins, Seven of Cups, the Emperor, and the King of Swords. Okay, Nine of Wands. Yeah, time for you to take a pause. Boy, is it ever time for you to take a pause. So the Nine of Wands, when the Nine of Wands comes up, Gemini, the Nine of Wands comes up because you're under a great deal of stress and strain, and because that stress and strain has become um, overwhelmingly too much to bear. Now, the stress and the strain has not gotten you beaten down with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands still says you still have fight in you, right? Thank you so much, Jean. Thank you. It still says that you have fight in you. You have the ability to continue to stay the course. And the Nine of Wands says you haven't given up and you haven't become beaten by whatever difficulties and struggles you're dealing with right now. So the Nine of Wands is indicating there's still hope up ahead. There's still the potential for you to overcome some sort of struggle, but it's just you're darn tired, right? You're darn tired. You're weary. You're wounded and weary, which is why Spirit is saying it's time for you to take a pause. It's time for you to breathe. It's time for you to meditate, to take a pause, to take some self-care time, Gemini. Turn off your phone. Tell people you can't be there for them. Focus on you. You're the focus right now. So, with you being the focus right now, the main energy that we start off with is the World. This is a cycle coming to an end, or a relationship coming to an end, or a job coming to an end, or something coming to an end. But when the world arrives because it's the end of our major arcana, right? It's the end of the Fool's journey. The Fool has been through the full journey. It's come full circle. It's time for it to come to an end, so that the Fool can jump in a new direction and start all over again and start a new journey, a new chapter, a new phase, a new beginning. But to get to the new beginning, there needs to be that fresh pause at the very end, which is what we see with the Breathe card, right? It's time to take that pause. You've come to the end of a specific journey. You've learned some sort of lesson. If someone is leaving your life, it's because you have done all that you need to do in that you fulfilled your part of that particular relationship. And it's time to start fresh. The same is true with the job. The same is true with whatever sort of struggle or difficulty you just recently went through. So the world is saying, you did a job well done. It's now time to move forward. No matter what came to an end, or no matter what it was that you're leaving behind. Okay? Job well done. That's what the world says. Job well done. With the Queen of Coins, we see you standing strong, standing stable, in this energy of compassion, in this energy where if this is a person that you left behind, you're still open and willing to talk to them. You're still open and willing to let them come into your life. You're still open and willing to be there for them if they need you, but you're standing strong in your own right, and you don't need whatever was left behind, because you're in a good place. Even if you don't feel like it, you're in a good place. So the Queen of Coins says Gemini's in a good place after a difficult struggle, after a difficult time. But because you went through so much with this Nine of Wands, because you feel rather wounded, rather, weary from whatever difficulty, struggle, trauma, circumstances, roadblocks, detours, etc., that you've been through, whatever this is that you've just recently been through, because it's been so difficult and so traumatic, now you're in this place of not really knowing what comes next with the 7 of Cups. And when there's this energy of not really knowing what comes next, it can be rather confusing. It can be a confusing time. And in that space of confusion, while you're still feeling stressed, while you're still feeling tired, while you're still feeling beaten down, it's hard to see the way forward. And that's okay. You don't have to know what comes next. You don't have to know what the next phase of the journey is. The Fool's not here yet, so the opportunity hasn't presented itself. There may be many opportunities that come your way. There may be many possibilities of what you could do next. And it's okay for you not to know exactly what it is right now. So in the present moment, we have a confusing energy surrounding the sign of Gemini, and that's okay. Because the energy that's coming forward over the next week or two, because you got 5 cards, so probably over the next 2 weeks, maybe in 2 weeks, this energy starts. We have the energy of Mars popping into play, the Emperor. This is where, because you take some time for self-care, because you take some time to pause and breathe, because that's what they're saying, take time for self-care, right? Because you take that time for self-care, you finally get this energy where you're ready to take charge of your life, Gemini, with the Emperor. And when you're ready to take charge of your life with the Emperor energy, then we see you getting firmly rooted in which direction to move, in what to do next, in what comes next in your life. The Emperor helps you to formulate a plan for the future. And so we see that we have a plan for the future that's going to step you out of this energy of stress and strain. It could be a financial plan. It could be a plan to start a new career. It could be a plan to move in a new career direction. It could be a plan to, move homes, move jobs, get a new car, find a new relationship, start a new business, gain some semblance of direction on a new business. Whatever the plan is, it will become enlightened to you after you take some time for self-care. It's not the time to jump into a brand new venture right now. It's a time for self-care. It's a time for a break. You may need a vacation, Gemini. It's very possible you may need a vacation right now. And that's okay for you to do so, because this time is coming up ahead in the near future. And when you're able to do that, once you're able to take that time, then all will become clear to you. With the King of Swords, all becomes clear to you. You may receive some communication, a communication of truth and integrity, and some direction here. Somebody could come into your life that gives you the direction that you need, a mentor, somebody who is very upright, very honest, very direct, very forthcoming. This particular communication that will be coming your way will light your way forward and help you to make sense of the confusing energy that is currently in your life right now. But your main objective right now, Gemini, is for you to specifically take some time for yourself. This is either take a vacation, take some time for self-care, or focus solely on Gemini and be okay doing so. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. You need to take time for Gemini right now. And that's what I'm seeing. All right. That's what I see for Gemini. All right, my darlings, those were our readings for this Sunday. Now, just so you know, going forward, I may drop the Sunday live stream to 7 p.m. only because going forward, I will be working doubles at the restaurant every Monday. So every week I will be doing a double on Mondays. And as such, I may need to start a little bit earlier. So are we all okay with me starting at 7 next week instead of at 8 Eastern Standard Time? Are we okay with that? You guys let me know down below. Are you guys okay with me starting at 7? That will allow me to end a little bit earlier to get some rest for my doubles on Mondays. You're very welcome. Yes, for 7. Okay. So we're gonna start earlier next Sunday. And because I agreed, at least for the foreseeable future, to take on the Monday morning shift as well as the Monday night shift, which I am not thrilled about Monday mornings at the restaurant. They stink. But I only agreed to it providing they did not take my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday away from me. So, you know, so Monday doubles are gonna stink. So I have to get started on that this week. So unfortunately for me, that's gonna be the case. So we'll start on 7 next week, okay? 7 o'clock next week. Start a little bit earlier. And I'm really feeling pretty good about the way the readings are going. The energy is very, very strong. I'm feeling very, very good about that. I'm feeling like intuitively the energy is very strong. It's guiding very well. My spirit guides are working very well with us. So I think we're on the right track by doing the 2 zodiac reads per week. So I feel like we're definitely on the right track with that. My spirit guides seem to be very, very on point with me while I'm working. So that's good. Um, like I said, I've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio being released tonight. I have to process them, upload them, do all the admin stuff, and then they'll be released. Aries, Leo, Sag will be released to the VIP members tonight. And then tomorrow evening, they'll be released to the collective. So you'll see those released to the collective tomorrow evening. Earth will be released to the VIP group early Tuesday morning and released to the collective Tuesday night. So that's when Earth signs will be available. And I think that's where we are right now. This week, there will also be, since my voice is back, the meditations are going to be mailed out to everybody Tuesday and Wednesday, the ones that got them in the giveaway. And also the podcast will be released on Wednesday since my voice is back. And we'll be doing a twin flame reading for VIPers this week, as well as a spirit message for VIPers this week. And I'm going to be scheduling the VIP chill and chat. Okay. So there's a lot going on this week. Pay attention to the community tabs, pay attention to the announcements and the videos, all that sort of stuff. A lot's going on this week. A lot for the VIP group this week. And the double zodiac reads next week as usual. I'm feeling really good about them. So hopefully you guys are as well. Thank you everyone for being so supportive, so understanding of time delays with everything that's been going on between the 7th anniversary events of the world and things like that. Thank you guys for being understanding of the delays. And I think that's about it for right now. Hopefully we'll get events put up on the website soon too. So I'm going to be looking into that. I'll probably put them up at the end of the week. So you'll know when those are at the end of the week. And that's about it. I hope everybody has an absolutely amazing week. Be sure to keep commenting on your zodiac signs if you want to win a 1-card tarot reading, because I'm still going to be doing that. But if there's no comments for me to choose from, then there's no winner, just so you know. If there's only one person commenting and they win on 7 videos, that's because they were the ones who commented and they deserve it. So, it is what it is. So comment on a zodiac read if you want to win a 1-card zodiac, or if you want to win a 1-card tarot reading. All right. All right, my darlings, have a good week. I absolutely love and adore you all. Mahalo nui loa and kiss, kiss. Ta-ta for now. I'll see you again soon. Bye. I love y'all. Thanks for joining me. You